All right, what is up, everybody? Keith Jameson, Go Back Gear Guy 231 across the DFS industry. We back. Monday Night Football. The Raiders go into the Chiefs. Think should be a fun game. 52 total. Chiefs by 7. Kind of said this last night during the preview. Just kind of want to make note of it again. I have actually loved the Monday Night Football slates lately, even though they have been sucky games to watch. Not much offensive output. It's really nice when you can condense the player pool. These type of slates are so much harder where there's going to be touchdowns, there's going to be scores, and you need to kind of find those. So I'm going to try to condense the player pool down a little bit for you, talk about my favorites, but just know you're going to need points in this. I thought there would be a lot more points last night than there were, but the kicker captains that worked or the defense captains that worked in past weeks, a lot less likely to work here. So, if you're going to punt captain, you're really going to have to look for upside. So quick reminder, if you enjoy these videos, like, subscribe, comment, whether it's on the pod feed or it's on the videos, we really do appreciate it. Let's get right into it. So easy core for me. I'm not going to go over Mahomes or Kelsey. If you watch football, you know why those are in the core. But I do want to mention why I have Adams over Derek Carr. I think dominant wide receiver ones always have a lot more upside and even have more floor in most games than the QBs, just because of the PPR nature, because Carr doesn't run the ball very much. It's a lot easier for Adams to get to 15 DK, right? That's 5 catches, 100 yards. Well, even less than 100 yards because the bonus, or 10 catches, 50 yards, or all those different things, or just one time getting the box, a lot harder for Carr. And then the upside, the ability to get to 30, 40 DK is there. So I just think that you're putting yourself in much better spots, Adams over Carr. Carr is fine play. I think in cash, he's very valuable, especially if you do. And I know I mentioned kicker captain and defense captain doesn't work as well in main field, but in cash, where we're just trying to get past 50% of our field, I think it's fine to squeeze in the most points possible. So I have no problems with that. Josh Jacobs, I find really interesting here as like a contrarian GPP script. If you think the Raiders either stay close or you think that they get ahead, Josh Jacobs showing 3 down work, has 11 targets in the last 2 games, which is huge for Josh Jacobs. 8,800, like him quite a lot. CEH is going to be a fade for me. I know he's coming off of a big game versus the Bucs, 19 carries, 92 yards. That was in a very, very positive script the entire game, which, again, that could definitely happen here, right? I don't want to, just completely X that. But I also kind of left that game going, Isaiah Pacheco is, the guy for the Chiefs, and they've got to get Pacheco the ball more. And that's going to come at the detriment of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So I think he's fine at 7,400. I'm probably being a little harsh on him. By the time lock comes around, I'm already starting. As I'm saying it out loud, and I'm seeing 19 carries, but only 2 targets. I don't know. It's a tough play. I think it's fine for cash and optimal. I think in GPP, if he's going to garner any sort of ownership, that'd be a really good spot to fade. Waller's a fade for me. That's going to be something I'm taking out of my player pool just with Renfro Brack. Adams is always going to get his. It seems like Waller's the guy that's getting hurt. Juju hamstring tight end. He's been fine. Fine's not going to cut it here, so I'm going to X him off my list. Just lock. By the way, just so you know, anybody X off my list, lock him in for massive games. But got to condense the player pool. So Juju, we're gonna drop off. Hunter Renfro, I find GPP interesting. It's at 5,800. We know he has the ability to get big target shares, to do those low 8-out targets that Carr likes. He has a good history versus the Raiders. He seems like he's fine. It's going to take away from Holland, so we're going to take out of our player pool. But Renfro 5,800 is interesting. I really like Valdes-Scantling and GPP. Huge upside. He's getting the targets. We know he's an athletic freak. 5'7", 7'4". He's playing with Pat Mahomes. MVS has got to do it at some point. I just feel like this could be the spot that he gets big play. We talked about Matt Collins. I think it's an X. Love Pacheco and GPP. I think he looked arguably one of the best players on the field last game. 4,800. He's not going to be a cash play, but GPP for sure. Hardman kind of looks washed. Chiefs D, if you think they're going to get a pick 6 or something like that, go for it. But otherwise, there should be points here. Like both the kickers for cash, Carlson and Wright. Always like kickers in cash. Jerick McKinnon, I think, is going to lose work to Pacheco, so no. Sky Moore, really interesting. Looked really, really good. Seems like they're trying to get him more and more involved, possibly to Hardman's departure. I don't think there's anybody else. Take a random shot on Brandon Bolden, but it looks like he's getting his work killed by Jacobs being a 3-down back. So that'll do it for the core. I think in cash, add those kickers in, just like we saw last night. I think a lot of people went Andrews or quarterback cash. A lot of times it led you to Hurst, who I liked. Obviously had a huge game, and then you had the kickers, and that did quite well. But those are 4: Adams, Mahomes, Kelsey. Mix in some other picks, and good luck. Enjoy the slate. Thank you guys so much for watching. With that, I'll say, see you.